What? The Damned got a buff? What? What is this? This is crazy. Hey, what is going on, you guys? It's Epic here and welcome back to a new video. And yeah, that's right guys, I'll be damned, they actually buffed the Damned, but I don't know by how much. They never actually told us. They just told us they increased the weapon damage, so if you know how much they increased it by, let me know in the comment section down below. But if you haven't got the message by now, yes, this is another legendary weapon guide, so I thought we'd mix it in not only with the buff but a guide as well, and yeah, just take a look at the Damned as a whole. So firstly, what is the Damned and where do we find it? Well, the Damned is a Vladof Assault Rifle dropping from the Agonizer 9000 in the Guts of Carnivora, which is where we are right now. If you've never been to the Guts of Carnivora, you basically just spawn in and do what I'm doing right now. That's just run all the way through the map. It's kind of tricky. Sometimes you'll get lost, but once you've been through here 1,000 times, it's really not all that difficult. And just as I do with all of my legendary guides, even though I already have the Damned, I am going to get another one dropped on video for you guys because I just think it's more real that way, you know? So one thing that I don't say in my guides often enough is that you do not need to be on Mayhem 4 to get this weapon dropped to you, or pretty much any of the weapons. There are some that are exempt from this, but for this one you don't need to be on Mayhem 4 or Mayhem 1, 2, 3 or even TVHM. You could do this on normal mode. I usually don't say anything because I think it's pretty much like everyone knows it, but some people don't, so I think it's important that I mention it. You do not need to be on Mayhem to get this to drop to you. But I will also say that if you are not on Mayhem, especially Mayhem 4, your chances for getting anointments on this are going to be extremely low. But as we load back into the game right here, I think you guys know the drill by now. You basically just keep farming and farming, save quitting to the menu, killing Agonizer over and over again until you get the Damned drop to you with your desired anointment or, you know, element, whatever you want on it. I should also note that while you're here with the Agonizer 9000, if you're on Mayhem 4, you can also get the MP5 drop to you, which is a really cool weapon as well. And as it is most nights, RNG is not on my side tonight, so we're going to do a quick jump cut to where I get the weapon dropped from Agonizer on video for you guys, and then we will take a look at the Damned. Come on, buddy. Give me that alchemist. Oh, the Damned. There we go. Why did I say alchemist? Alright, we finally got one. That didn't take too long. And it's actually anointed, but it doesn't really have a good anointment. Luckily, I have a decent anointment because I did take the time to farm one up before I started recording. I probably should have recorded the drop for that, but who cares? So here is the Damned that I got. This is the Swift Damned. It definitely doesn't have as much damage as it could, but that anointment is pretty damn sweet. Loving that. I also love the little Vladof sticker on the side. Looks super clean. This gun reminds me of like an AK-47U. It's really clean. But the real question here is just how clean is it when we use it in combat? Alright, so here at the Proving Grounds, we've got the Damned on, and as you can see, our Mayhem modifiers are not going to benefit the Damned whatsoever. This is basically going to be a vanilla pure test, and yeah, let's get it going. You're probably wondering as well, Epic, what is the special effect of the Damned? You know, every weapon that's legendary usually seems to have some kind of like special effect. What does the Damned have? Well, the Damned has a weapon shield. You're probably thinking like, whoa, what's so special about that? It's just a weapon shield. And what's special about it is that Vladof ARs or just Vladof weapons in general are not supposed to have shields. It's usually the Hyperion ones, but this one has a shield, which I guess is pretty cool. But in our damage test right now, we're just going up against some jabbers here, and I mean, it's killing them. It's definitely killing them. I don't know though. It's hard for me to say. It's kind of got me a little confused here because yes, like I said, look, it is killing them, but I could swap to a weapon like my Nighthawking, for example, and they just like they just dissolve. It's insanely ridiculous. Or even like without the Nighthawking, I mean, I could switch to the Soul Render, and then again, like they pretty much just dissolve when it touches them. It's kind of silly. Now, I know I've got to give it a little bit of slack because apart from the shield, it basically has no special effect. It's just a standard assault rifle, and honestly, that's all I think of when I use it. Like, for example, I could pull a purple Vladof AR out of a vendor, and I feel like it would perform exactly the same as this is right now. Like, it's kind of silly. And not that I need to prove a point, but since it can't even get past proving grounds, I just want to see what it's going to be like on true takedown mode. I can't see this going well at all. And you know, it's a shame because I've always really loved the Damned, but not because of like how powerful it is. I just like the idea behind it. It's supposed to be like a really classic, just run and gun kind of gun. I really got behind it. But you know what, I'll be totally honest, against these humanoid enemies, like, it's performing better than I thought it would, and you've got to remember, we're on true takedown mode. Like, I usually wouldn't even play true takedown mode, so this is kind of impressing me, honestly. What I will not do is try this against bosses, because any AR, apart from like the Dictator, any AR that doesn't have mass damage output like the Dictator, I would never put it up against the boss unless it had a huge crit spot like Grave Ward. Maybe in a second we'll actually try this against Grave Ward, but yeah, for normal enemies, I guess it's not bad. It's definitely not great, and yeah, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I might die. But yeah, besides this weapon not being all that bad, we do have one big problem, and that is the ammo count. Look at my ammo. That's like almost half of the max ammo I can hold, and it's, yeah, I mean, it goes down super quick because of the high fire rate, and if I'm being honest, I think the only reason we're getting semi-decent damage output is because of how many bullets we're throwing out, but that's really it. Alright, so we're at Grave Ward again. We don't have to do this, but we're just doing it and we're just testing it out just to see how it performs. Again, I have no high expectations for this, but I mean, let's give it a go. Yeah, I mean, that is just shocking. That's really terrible damage. How much are we hitting for? I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not here to rain on anyone's parade or anything like that, but if you were to ask me, I would say that the Damned probably isn't worth your time, just like it wasn't before this buff. And yeah, this is just throw it in the trash. It's just not worth it. There's probably going to be a video coming out in like a week where someone one-shots every boss in the game with it, and I'll just look totally ridiculous. But for right now, my impressions of it at least, I think it's really just so under par, just like it used to be. But again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is the Damned still really bad, or is it slightly better, or is it worse, or I don't know. Give me your take in the comment section down below. On that note though, you guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your support as always. It really means a lot to me, and you know the drill by now. Have a nice day.